Royal High definitely has made some major changes to their game, and I have to say, most of them recently have been for the better. I wanted to go ahead and talk about my thoughts and opinions on the new Royal High update that has been out for at least a couple of days now, and this is literally my second time trying to record everything, so we're gonna see if everything gets captured this time around so I don't have to redo it again. But I'm so excited for the fall season, just for things to start to get colder. Where I live, everything is still very much summery. There's summer vibes, very hot, and the vibes are not so fall-like. But in Royal High, they got Evening Falls update event. And I went ahead to play through it and check everything out just to really get a feel for everything, to see how similar it is to last year's. And I'm just going to start off by saying the pros and what I liked about it, and then talk about some of the things I kind of disliked. You know the drill. So as per usual, the Evening Falls is the Halloween event for Royal High, and we got some new updated things. Obviously, with the update, we did have Evening Fall be a separate realm. I didn't like how before it was just attached to the alpha version of Campus 4. So I'm glad that it basically has its own kind of realm, and you can basically do it multiple times. Like before, it was basically like a cooldown where you did all the events throughout the day, and then you'd go to sleep and then wait for the next day to redo the whole thing again. So I like how it's basically on its own little schedule now, and it's separate from this school day schedule, which I like. I also love the amount of games that we had. I know we had the same amount last year, but I feel like this year, I don't know, like I feel like I'm earning a lot more candies just from sitting down for doing it for like an hour or so. I feel like I'm earning a lot more candies from different games. I love that there's multiple things to do. I don't think I said anything last year about it because I wasn't actively playing Royal High around that time. Like obviously I played a little bit, but I wasn't actively playing, if you know what I mean. So I feel like the games that we had last year are very similar to the games that we have this year. Probably a lot has been updated or tweaked. I do like the different events that we're given to do. I'm not gonna lie, I still miss Wickery Cliffs, but I'll get into that later on in the video. But I have definitely enjoyed the different activities that we can do in this realm. The contest, the pumpkin contest, the apple cider contest, basically every contest, and even all the little mini quests that you can do to acquire candy. Now, me myself, I have been saving up for candy for a while now, just by doing my daily like checking in, collecting the candies from the office in my dorm and from other people's dorms as well in Tombstones. So I've definitely acquired a bit and saved up a lot. I obviously want to save up for some of this stuff this year. My goal is to get that new set's boots and bodice. I forgot, I think it's called the Engineer. I don't know what the set is called, but I want the bodice and the boots from that set. So I'm definitely trying to save up candies for that, but we will see. Also, I don't know if this came with the update or not, or it's just always been there, but there's also a new filter called Autumn Leaves. So I don't know if that's been in the game and I've just been blind and haven't been paying attention, or that's just something that's new with the Evening Falls update, which I'm excited for. And I know Evening Fall is just now beginning, so I don't think everything has been implemented into the game that the developers have wanted to yet. So I'm silently waiting to see what else is added to Evening Fall, if there's any other new updates, any new sets being renovated, or anything to add to the new sets or whatever. I don't know what the developers have planned for this year, but I'm actually looking forward to it. I am kind of excited. You know, I'm trying to at least log in for an hour or so a day to just farm for a little bit of candy and move on with my life. But going on to the things that I kind of wish that was in the game, or just kind of wish that we had more of. I don't want to say like anything negative because I don't really have anything negative to say, but I'm not gonna lie, I do miss Wickery Cliffs. I've already seen videos of people talking about them potentially bringing Wickery Cliffs back, potentially bringing back aspects of Wickery Cliffs into Evening Falls. Like I've heard videos and rumors about that, but ultimately those were just like theories and thoughts from other people in the community. So obviously it wasn't something that developers came out with what they said that was going to be implemented into Evening Fall. And I didn't want to get my hopes up about Wickery Cliffs coming back. I'm not gonna lie, that was the peak Halloween realm for me. it has a special place in my heart and I'm still going to miss it. I wish some aspects were implemented into the falling leaves realm, if that makes sense, like the haunted house searching for ghosts type of minigame. I didn't play that too much, but I wish that was implemented in the game as well. And then the apple bobbing, it was nice to do. After a while it did kind of get tedious, but it was still something to do during evening fall, during the Halloween season, a fall season. So obviously I have some gripe with that, but I obviously let myself down by having too much hope, and that was probably my mistake. But obviously looking at the player count of how many people are actively playing this game now, and even yesterday I checked, like the player count does like fluctuate by the 20k to like 30k. So like it's not getting as many players, but it is getting some kind of recognition. It is getting some player base in on occasions of people actively playing with the mermaid update. I feel like the mermaid update definitely helped bring in some of the old and new players to at least see what's going on with Royal High. And then the evening falls was just a step up above that. So I'm excited, I'm thrilled, and I'm just waiting to see what else is being planned. I didn't like the leaf blower activity. I don't know, it's just very tedious to find every single leaf in every single area, because in certain areas they're like hiding underneath things and the map itself isn't big, so it's just like, where else could they be hiding? There's only so many places leaves could be actively hiding. Sometimes they may be hiding under trees or rocks or stuff like that, and I'm just sitting up there like, well, I'm not gonna search for every single leaf. If I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. Sometimes it's on top of roofs and inside of places and establishments and stuff like that, and I'm just like, that's very tedious to find every single leaf, especially if you can't actively see it. It's very tedious work. I do like the candy that you do acquire from it. You do get a bit from it, but I personally dislike, I feel like that is my most disliked activity in evening falls. I just don't like searching for leaves at all. I love the maze hunt where you have to basically find the exit. I do like the maze. It does implement some of the old of what Wickery Cliffs had. If you remember, when you did trick-or-treating in Wickery Cliffs, there would be like these different entities like vampires, zombies, twin sisters, doll, things like that would usually chase you or scare you away or something like that. And I like how in the maze that they kind of bring that back. Those designs, at least, they don't actually like cause you to die or anything like that. Like, it just kind of sits there as a prop, but it is just like a cute little information of Wickery Cliffs brought into fall. I love the bakery activity where you get to bake some sort of sweet treat like pumpkin pies, shortbread cookies, cornbread, things like that. You get a good amount of candy from doing that. It's a very simple task to do. I didn't actively participate in that either last year because I didn't know that was actually a thing, but it's just a cute thing to do while you're just waiting for your tick count to basically be able to get more tickets to enter into more of the activities. I love the card activity as well because it's just a very simple activity. You just have to match the cards and it's basically a memory game. That's basically what it is. Nothing too tricky there. Same with the acorn counting. You just count how many acorns you see falling down and write it down, and you get a good amount of candy for that. The Halloween outfit contest rating thing is similar to the summer contest thing where you basically make an outfit and everybody votes on it, and basically that is very subjective, especially if you're playing in a server full of your friends. You vote for each other, and obviously it's better to play in a public server because you get more candies from that. I personally don't care for it. I play it. It's a cute little aspect or whatever. It's nice. And then we also have the pumpkin searching thing where I don't know the exact names of these things, but you basically find the biggest pumpkin. It's better to play with a server full of people though, because you get more candies for it. But you find the biggest pumpkin that you can and put it on the scale, and it basically weighs. And if you get the biggest pumpkin or the heaviest pumpkin that weighs a lot, you get way more candy. So that's pretty nice. And what's also kind of similar to that is the apple cider competition, where you collect as many apples as you can. And basically, I think everybody gets an apple cider at the end, even if you collected one apple. I'm not wasn't exactly sure. I collect a couple of apples at a time. So all the activities in Evening Fall are very interesting to me. Some are my favorite, some are my least favorite, some I'm just kind of in the middle. Like I do them to acquire candies, but it's not my favorite or least favorite. It's just a good thing to have or to do in Evening Fall. And obviously with the new mermaid update, we did get the like mermaid shop, which basically updates with like halos and toy sets, mermaid tails, and exclusive stuff like that. And I think I've heard somewhere along the grapevine that with the Evening Falls update, there's going to be like Halloween type tails and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's actually in the game or not. I have yet to complete my mermaid tail quest, so I can't tell you for sure. I can't tell you if I've seen them or not. I really need to get on that quest, but I've just not been caring about that quest. I'm not gonna lie, it is a very tedious quest. But I know that somewhere someone said that with the Evening Falls, you get like some special Halloween tails and things like that in the mermaid shop that you can go ahead and check out. Obviously, we saw that the halos came out as well, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I think that's pretty much all I want to talk about for today's video and Evening Fall. Let me know down below your thoughts and opinions, of course, and let me know like what is your favorite and least favorite activity in Evening Falls and what you wish was implemented in Evening Falls as a whole. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye everyone.